Hello, my name is Tiffany Smith, and I will be talking to you about my research study that I completed on how classroom environment affects the learning outcomes in students. This classroom study was done at a high school level with 2 tutoring classes, grades 9 through 12. It is important that you make note that in today's schools, children of all ages and grades are sitting in classrooms for over 40 hours a week. That's a lot of time for students to be sitting. Well, how do they learn, actually? And what is being done in the classroom to help them learn effectively? The students spend more time in school than at home 5 days a week. The teachers spend just as much time planning activities each day and even longer making time for these activities. Classrooms all over the nation vary by size, design, layout, technology, and resources used in the classroom setting. This creates an important question that parents and families and even teachers should ask themselves. How does the classroom environment affect the students' learning? If the classroom environment is effective, then the students' learning will consistently improve. That was the hypothesis for my research study. The study sample for this research involved 11 students that participated, which included 6 males and 5 females. The students were between the grades 9 through 12, and the class times lasted about 50 minutes each day. The study was done over a 10-day course period or 2 school weeks. The students attend a public school in Central Ohio, and they live in a suburban area throughout the city. The population of the city is estimated about 18,000. The school is made up of 9 through 12 grades, and there are 1,800 students that attend this high school building, with about 12.9% being in special education. And the 2 classrooms that did participate were in special education. The study compared 2 groups of students, and how the classroom environment can affect their learning outcomes or their grades. In determining if their learning outcomes were affected, the factors included natural or no natural lighting, background music or no background music, and the seating arrangement in the groups. One group had changes, one group did not have seating changes. The survey and their weekly grades and daily observations were also part of this study. Group A, that had changes, had natural lighting, a new classroom layout, and they listened to background music during the class period. Group B, who did not have changes, had no natural lighting and only fluorescent lighting, no music being played during the class period, and no changes to their classroom layout. This is a sample of the survey that was given before the study and after the study ended. It consisted of a total of 12 questions, and this is just the first 5 of the survey that I included, with statements like, I learn best with bright lights, I learn best with natural lighting, I prefer a quiet room when learning, and I like the seating arrangement the way it is. They answered either strongly agree, uncertain, or strongly disagree. Some of these responses in between Group A and Group B before the study is displayed between these 2 graphs. As you can see, there was a total of 12 questions. In Group A with changes, they had 3 questions that they strongly agreed, a lot of uncertains, and some strongly disagreed. In Group B, however, they had more strongly agreed answers and a lot of uncertains and a few strongly disagreed. This graph table shows observations that were completed during the 10-day period. These are all factors and behaviors or tasks that were observed for all the students each day. Some of these factors and behaviors included staying on task, having a positive attitude, whether they listened, whether they needed reminders, if they had technology visible or no technology, which these are all part of the policies and guidelines and rules for the school and in the classroom. Again, this is for the observations for Group B. Each day, days 1 through 10, for the total of 10 days, and then the average number of students that were observed to the far right in yellow. These are the grades before the study and after the study was completed. As you can see for grades for Group A with the changes, there was one that did not pass before the study, which is the 56, and that went up to a 64 after the study. All of the grades in yellow indicate, all the grades in green, indicate that those are all passing scores, which is a requirement for this particular course in the high school. Therefore, only one before the study was not passing. You can see that there were increases made during the study. Before the study in Group B, there was a 78 and a 65, and after the study, those grades went up to a 94 and an 82. In conclusion, regarding this study, the classroom factors did not really impact the learning outcomes significantly enough for both groups at all. It is concluded from my research that more grades need to be included to evaluate whether the hypothesis is accurate or not. But there is still one remaining factor that grades did increase during this research study, so the factors do impact a little bit, but teachers still need to be aware how those factors can impact the learning of the students. That was a summary of my research study that I completed, and thank you for listening to my presentation.